Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another Pro Dude commentary done by Luminous. It's been a while, but I'm coming back and I'm casting iZone versus Pacific, and this is from the GMPGL tournament. If you don't know what that tournament is about, you're not watching enough Southern East Asian Dota, because this is a long running tournament. It has a lot of history behind it. It is Pinoy based. I'm not too sure whether, I think it's an online tournament. It might be LAN. Don't quote me on that. I'm not positive, but it has a long tradition. This tournament's been running for months and years, so I am looking forward to the quality of play here, as this is the winner bracket semifinal match. So it is going to be very exciting. On the Sentinel, it's going to be iZone. You should be very familiar with them because I've been casting them pretty frequently. Definitely there has been a best of 2 series against Stars Boba from GEST recently. And Muon Scourge, it is Pacific, or better known as Revitalized, before they got a name change, a sponsor. Not too sure what that deal is, but the more important thing about this game, it is my first cast of a 6.74 match, and I think this is the first tournament actually is using 6.74C. As you can see, teams are starting to take some new heroes. Thrall the Disruptor will be in this game. Let's look at the lineup for both sides here. We have a CK, a Thrall, and Ancient Apparition. Looks like it's going to be a tri-lane top with support A. He's getting the ward and a very curious magic stick. I'll talk about that in just a bit. Me on the mid lane here is going to be a Crowbless solo mid. She did spend quite a bit of her gold, and it's going to be going for a accelerated bottle. And on the bot lane, we're going to have Puck, who actually got the recent buff. Keep in mind that his phase shift has now no mana cost, and it's going to be soloing bot. And he or she, Fairy Dragon. Fairy Dragon seems more like a she, especially the Dota 2 sound work. I'm going to call him a she. I might be wrong. I don't know. Can we scroll up and check if there's anything under? Yeah, I don't see anything, so I'm gonna assume it's a she. It's a fairy dragon, right? So I mean, it's a she. I'm just gonna assume it's she. Women's gonna be on the bot lane. That's definitely a she. Magnetar solo mid. So we haven't seen this hero at all in the company I've seen. Ooh, looks like someone just got hit by a torrent. But no follow-up, so unfortunately there. Yeah, Magnetar solo mid. Now, Magnetar solo mid might raise an eyebrow because he's like, hey, that's a melee hero, but he's going to be absolutely fine. Once he gets up to his magic bottle, Shockwave is 90 mana per pop, and that means he could, spam push like crazy. And as this being a Pinoy versus Pinoy game, we're going to see crazy amount of couriers, as both teams has 2 each. So, yeah, we're going to see quite a bit of Bottle Crow. So both teams going to try to nuke the hell out of each other. But they're going to be fine because they're going to be healing up as well. And it's going to be very interesting to watch this top tri-lane for both sides. Sentinel has a Shadow Demon, a Kunkka, and a Sanking. And this tri-lane is going to be absolutely insane. Of course, the obvious combo is a Disruption into a Torrent. And then, a lot of stun, a lot of damage. That's going to allow the Sanking to walk in there for his 350 range Burrow Strike as well. And that's basically dead, whoever they kill. Me on the other side, a lot of damage as well. So we got a Chaos Bolt stun, we got a Reality Rift pulled in, and of course we got a Kofi that's going to allow it to tick in, and then we can have a Thunder Strike, a Kinetic Field, something like that, and it's going to do crazy amount of damage. It's going to be very interesting to see whether the Thrall player is going to go Kinetic Field or the Glimpse. Again, this is my first time seeing a Thrall in a pro game, so we'll see. Given that this is a trialing situation, I think Kinetic Field might be a little bit easier, or might be a little bit more useful. Because, it's a big circle on the ground and prevents enemy team from running in or out. So it basically isolates the hero. It doesn't do any damage, that's a downside. And it's a little bit difficult to cast, but, this is a pro game. Looks like they're going to make it go on that Ancient Aberration, and look at the combo. So easy. So easy. Who's going to pick up the first blood? Looks like Froggy picked it up. Is that Kunkka? No, that was Sanking. Sanking picking up first blood. Not too bad despite playing support. I think he did get the wards, or he was handed the wards. He has a smoke at the seat. Might be ganking on the mid lane right now. And this is time for Scourge to make a comeback. If they get initiated on early by that spell combo, there's no way they can live through that. The damage is just simply too much. But if Sanking is leaving the lane to gank like this can be a good time here for the Scourge to make a comeback. Sanking is checking for the 2-minute rune, and he is going to find a haste. Let's see if he's going to be trying to get a gank off. Crowbless, he does not know. Where the hell is the Scourge wards? Do we not see Scourge wards? Because this is a... Yeah, Scourge has no wards. Okay. Are we serious? yeah, he has nowhere place. So Acropolis is playing blind right now, but his teammates, of course, calling miss. So he should, yeah, she's hugging the tower. And this is time for Scourge to go. There was the reality rift. He was watching the mini map. Can we get a stun? There was kinetic field, very useful here, but looks like the Kofi did not take in, and they're not gonna make a kill here. Now they're trying to get a little bit body block against Shadow Demon. You can see the Sanking hastening in on the mini map. Looks like they're not gonna get any kill, and looks like Kunka's gonna come back right back in, looking for some fight, and that's not a really fight you want to take. Creep Wave's coming in right near as well. The Torrent's gonna miss, and now Kunka in a little bit of trouble as well. Kofi is going to take it, and it looks like Kunka is going to go down to the physical right hit. There's one kill going on so far. Shadow Demon comes in as well. He's going to self-destruct. He's going to go down. Sanking trying to get a Burrow Strike. He is going to hit the Burrow Strike. Looks like the Shadow Demon did go down. Nice magic wand up here by Ancient Aberration, and Sanking goes down as well. Huge mistake here by iZone. They went in one at a time, and Scourge says, okay, yeah, we'll kill you guys one at a time, no problem. Kunka did not need to go back in. Shadow Demon did not need to go back in, but I guess they got the kill because Sanking was hastening back in, and that looked like a pretty decent fight until the Kunka Torn missed, and that was what actually broke their back. So a little bit unfortunate there. Back in the mid lane here, look at that Magnetar. Despite again being a melee hero, he is controlling the lane like an absolute madman. Hey, thanks to Bottle Crow, but both players are in the mid lane or Bottle Crow lane. You can see their careers flying like crazy. More harass going on the top lane. Can we get a blind Torrent? He does have the mana to use it, and looks like the Thrall might be a little bit trouble. Torrent is going to miss clean, and that is enough for him to get the hell out. Very curious to what Magnetar is skilling. You can see that judging by his stats, he has not go stats. The common build for Magnetar solo mid is you go Shockwave stats. And the reason that you go stats here is because the other two spells not too useful early on, and more stats means more spamming. But if you're going for Bottle Crow, well, you don't need the stats all too much. So my guess is he might actually go for Skewer. Skewer a little bit more useful early on, but Skewer does cost quite a bit of mana, and as you know, Magnetar is a very mana intense hero. So in that reason, by that reason alone, he might actually go Empower. It's hard to say. Again, I'll pay attention to see what he actually picks up. These guys all very, very far back because they all, you know, actually why are they all back in the base? Didn't they all just get a lot of kills? I guess they just decide to heal up. And that's going to allow these two guys to roam off the lane. He does have a Smoke of the Seat, and he could pop it immediately. And right now, he's got to be careful. There's a Disruption. Torrent, yeah, and we're going to see a Burrow Strike immediately after. Nice Burrow Strike in for the stun. Look at the damage output. CK, generally a very tank hero, went down in the blink of an eye. And we saw how useful it is to have that Soul Catcher nicely placed on the top, and just to get the CK. And that makes a big difference when your Shadow Demon player could hit that Soul Catcher every single time, because that's some huge damage amplification. Looks like they might want to do a dive behind the tower. I don't think it's going to work out. So Scourge, again, they got to be very careful. Anytime they're out of position, it's going to be a free kill. And looks like we're going to have a Burrow Strike. Who is it going to be for? And it's going to be for on the Thrall. 2 stun going for the hit. They are going to get, no, Magic Wand up. Would it be enough though? Yeah, it is. And looks like Sanking is going to make it out alive. Yo, it's going to be close. The creep, he's going to Magic Wand up, and then Sandstorm for good measures to survive. Meanwhile, we had a kill going on the bot lane, so the solo Windrunner was able to out Bottle Crow the puck, I suppose, and get a kill there. It looks like Windrunner has gone for a Bracer first. Very interesting, not mecha parts, but a Bracer. So I assume that she's going to be going for a drums. Seeing drums on the Windrunner is very, very weird. And Acropolis, again, using the range and the fact that she nukes like crazy. These two guys are just trading off nukes. It looks like more bottle crawling is going to be happening. Boots and 12 charges on the Magic Wand. Magic Wand is such a good item to go on the mid lane if you're playing a Pinoy game, because both teams is going to be spamming like crazy. So there's going to be a lot of Magic Wand village. It looks like, yeah, both teams going to be harassing. But it looks like Acropolis leading the harass game, because she was able to grab a couple of runes with her crew. Her crow grabbed a haste rune earlier, if you saw the red trail of light. Back on the bottom here, it seems like Puck's having huge amount of trouble. He just hit level 6. He does have his bottle as well, but you can see that Winner leading, wow, almost hitting level 8. So a clean 2-level lead. Meanwhile, iZone is actually controlling lane very nicely here on the bot lane. It looks like they're going to make a go, but looks like a little bit of miscommunication. The nice Vortex is going to keep it in, but wow, just poor communication. They went for 2 guys at once, but the damage output, again, from Scourge also very high, and they were able to pick up a kill. Just imagine if they actually focus fire, how quickly heroes will actually go down for the Sentinel. And Kunkka staying around. He does have 10 charges on the magic wand, but no instant regeneration from myself. Let's see if Shadow Demon is going to bring some. He bought wards instead, so he might actually TP to maybe mid or bot lane to set up a gank, drop up a couple wards, and this is time for the Scourge to actually play a little bit defensive. Kunkka, you gotta be careful. Reality Rift, Thunder Strike, and that's gonna be a free kill. Is it gonna be enough for survive? No, it's not gonna be enough. And right now, both teams being very, very out of position. Because if you just stay back enough, it's going to be fine. Meanwhile, we had a kill going on the mid lane. Magnetar went down. And much thanks to Acropolis' big DPS output. Looks like she has gone for Arcane Boots. And she's going to be pushing a little bit, getting now some nice regen. A good part of Exorcism is the fact that it heals you afterwards. And we're going to see that nice healing. Yep. And that's just a level 1 Exorcism. Once it gets to level 2 and 3, oh man, that heal is absolutely insane. And looks like the Scourge is going to be doing a push, but here comes Sand King with the Invis Rune. Let's see how good the Burrow Strike is. He has to get at least a 2-man Burrow Strike. Although the enemy team is not doing, they're not really lining up. Are they going to make it go? Are they going to make it go? We could easily Burrow Strike into a Torrent. Oh, there's that Burrow Strike. Where the hell's the Torrent? No Torrent! And now Sand King, man, the miscommunication on both teams. A little bit embarrassing to see. It's okay, I guess they're waiting for the Shadow Demon, who wasn't exactly in position to drop off a Disruption. Disruption, not the longest cast range spell. And the Shackle Shot level 3 here. So Winner just controlling the lane very much so. Phase we already pick up. Shackle Shot gets Phase, but it's going to take a nuke. Meanwhile, these guys trying to backstab. Let's see if they're going to make a kill attempt. They're trying to attempt, but no cigar. Scourge very, very hugging their tower. And I guess that's a win for the Sentinels so far. They're dominating top lane here. And it's a 5-6 in favor of Scourge, but in terms of top lane alone, it is 3 to... actually, never mind. It's 5 kills on the top lane for Scourge, and only 3 for Sentinel, so never mind. Scourge leading. And I suppose Windrunner, he is teleporting to the top lane. This is a Sentinel war, so she is not scoped out. Are they going to make a huge dive? I guess so. No reason for Windrunner to actually be in position, but they know, yeah, someone on the team called it missing, so they're either going to dive or they're not going to do anything. It looks like they're not going to do anything. That means Puck is having a lot of free farm time, and she should actually use good advantage of that and get some levels. And I was talking about Soul Catcher, but it looks like he has actually went for Poison as well, so maybe a single level of Disruption, a single level of Soul Catcher, and then max Poison. We'll see exactly what the build is. We always see Magnetar, he's looking for the 10 rune. Is he going to spot it? No, it's going to be on the bot, so no cigar for him. Meanwhile, Acropolis doing a lot more dirty work in terms of pushing tower. Tower is already half HP. Magnetar immediately goes back to defend, and he's going to send his courier to grab that rune on the bot lane. And right now, iZone is spending a lot of time not doing too much. They're trying to bring down this tower, and looks like Scourge might be scaring them away. Indeed, they will. So that was 4 heroes on the top lane, spending a minute or so, not really doing too much of anything. The only thing they accomplish is make the Scourge kind of stay far back, which I guess is an accomplishment in itself, but Puck is getting some valuable free farm time because he got shut down hard. Just look at the item difference. It's a bottle and boots versus a Windrunner who has a phase boot, a headdress, a bracer, and I think she also has a bottle herself, so that's at least 1,000 gold difference, if not more. Crowdless TPs on the top, not sure why. They weren't in danger of getting ganked, they weren't in danger of getting pushed down. He just TP'd down, maybe? Okay, I don't know. But now Wimner now TP's back on the bot lane, seeing that she wasn't able to accomplish too much. And here we go. There's 4 guys now for Scourge on the top lane. And it looks like they're going to push. If you're going to push though, turn on your Ring of Basadius. It does give your creeps +2 armor, which is actually very invaluable. I guess Nico, who completely forgot about this, and well, not too good, not too good. You see that these guys have not forgotten about their ring, and they have kept it around. The tower regardless has gone down because pushing power is a little bit too immense. So Pacific picks up the first tower. Meanwhile, we have a little bit of engagement here. Puck very, very low, catching Magnus. I think he's going to be fine. Burrow Strike is going to ensure that the Magnus is going to survive. Magnus balling up, so do look towards him, maybe coming back to join the fight. Here comes the entire Scourge Cavalry trying to push out the mid lane. The Ancient Apparition Ice Blast almost cooling down, so he can actually make a blind Ice Blast attempt. The nice poison actually smoking out 3 or 4 guys, and here we go. Sand King's gonna come right in. He only has mana for 1 Burrow Strike. He does have to boot boot to speed, so he ain't a bootless Sand King. He's gonna go right on the Ancient Aberration. There's a Torrent on him as well. Soul Catcher is gonna land. The bolt is gonna be right there. Will it hit? Yes, it will. The Static Storm being dropped down here. A cluster F of happening right now. Nice Disruptor is giving me a glimpse, sending him back right now, and that's gonna prevent them from chasing. But we have another disruption, and Torrent's gonna miss a little bit miscommunication again here. And will he be okay? No. Wow, look at the damage output. And it looks like Chaos Knight trying to go in for a kill. He is gonna get one kill. Puck comes in right now. Silence on 2 hero. Where's the Dream Core? Where's the Dream Core? Maybe a Dream Core on cooldown. Yes, it is on cooldown. And it looks, or maybe out of mana. No, he's very healthy on mana. Still 10 charges on the Magic Wand. He's still, oh, the Torrent is gonna miss. And oh, there's a Skewer, and nice Disrupt, nice. He's gonna go for a second kill. Puck, great play. He's gonna get a double kill. Wow, triple kill. That is some insane Puck micro. Some Illusory Orb, some nice silence, and the fact that he just phased the last hit from the Magnetar. That was some beautiful play. And both teams, of course, just not afraid of death. They're just diving for each and every one kill. And after that triple kill, and the fact that he got, you know, the EXP for that triple kill, he is right back in this game. Level 11 right now, comparing to the Windrunner. Yeah, he's actually out leveling the Windrunner after that triple kill. That's what triple kill will do for you, and he's continued Bottle Crow as he picks up Arcane Boots. We are 13 minutes in the game, 17 kills, 8 to 9. This game is absolutely crazy so far. And so let's slow down a little bit and talk about some of the skill builds of some of these heroes that we don't see too often. So I think the skill build of Disruptor is, of course, Thunderstrike. He's maxing it as he goes along. And he's going to put 1 level into his kinetic field just for the fact that he has it. And 2.5 seconds compared to 4 seconds, you know, it's still as good. Well, not still as good, but it's you know, better than having no level. And then he's going to be leveling his Glimpse. Glimpse is a very good spell to level because when you level the spell up, not only does it increase the casting range, I think a level 1 starts out to be like a 600, so that's a very, very poor casting range. But level 4, it's 1800. That is absolutely insane if you think about it. That's like almost 2 hook range. So that's a good spell to level up. 40 cast range increase. Not only that, when you level up, you also lower the mana cost. As you see a Dream Core on the mid lane, Shackle Shot not gonna latch. It looks like the Windrunner might be in a little bit of trouble. No, the AoE just absolutely insane. That was the epicenter ghost ship into a ultimate from the Magnus, and it looks like they have only got 1 kill so far. CK is gonna go down to the poison, nicely done, but Shadow Demon might be a little bit of trouble as well. No, he's gonna go right back here. Yeah, he's gonna get blown up apart. Here comes Sand King. He's gonna eat a Burrow. Where's the Burrow Strike? Silence goes off. I think Sand King might be running low in terms of mana. Torrent is gonna hit. Nice. Do we have a Burrow Strike follow-up? There's a Burrow Strike follow-up here. Crowdless half HP. The Vanguard. Wow, he's regenerating like a crazy. He's gonna go Vanguard Hood. And that's why he was able to stand a long time. Does he have mana for 1 more nuke? Yes, he does. So that's 1 extra kill. Meanwhile, we have Torrent hitting up in the air. But I think Crowdless, he has more mana. He's going to be able to get more kill. He's going to just, all he needs to do is follow. We do see the Ancient Aberration Ice Blast missing. And meanwhile, the Magic Wand up here for the Admiral, being able to send him back. Torrent's going to miss. He was going for the Ancient Aberration. No such luck. Man, the action was intense. But before that, I was talking about the skill build of Disruptor. So yes, I think he's maxing Thunderstrike as he goes along. He took Glimpse. No, he took Kinetic Field level 2, and then he's gonna max Glimpse afterwards. Because Glimpse, very, very good spell. Once you have it max, 1800 cast range, very, very low mana cost. I think it's like 70 or 80 or something, very low, ridiculously low like that. So that's the spell he's going. Me on the mid lane here, the Magnus, his skill build was Shockwave. Skewer, Shockwave, Skewer, Shockwave, Skewer. He's gonna max Skewer as his second spell, and then he's gonna take Empowering, or Empower as his third spell, and it makes sense. The only reason that I don't like the spell that much, because again, your mana pool very low. In fact, if you don't have a full charge on the Magical Wand, you cannot blink in Reverse Polarity, Skewer, and then Shockwave. You can't do all of them without a full magic stick, which I assume, you know, it's constantly being full because there's so much harassing and spamming going on. So it might turn out to be actually a very good build. And Empower, not the best build to take on because, you know, getting a percentage increase of, you know, 60 damage, not the biggest deal. So it makes sense that he's maxing the Skewer, because it, you know, we saw how effective it was in the last engagement. Skewer, if you guys don't know, as you actually level up, it does more damage and also allow you to hook more target. Not hook more target, like, I guess it's a hook. Tusk more target. That's more. Horn more targets. Here we go. That's a wow. That's a 3-man. Oh, do we have a torn to follow Burrow Strike? Oh, that's nasty. That's nasty. CK is gonna go down as well with a perch on top of him. One more hit's gonna do so. He did get off a nuke, and look at that Crobless. He's tanking like crazy, but will he able to tank more? He's gonna get a lot of kills just with the bugs, yeah, he's finally gonna go down. But that team fight very much so in the favor of Sentinel. 3 Scourge guys dead so far. Winner might be in a little bit of trouble. Sanking comes around here, gonna go for the Ancient Aberrations, trying to juke. Ancient Aberration, by the way, has a Vanguard. Can he dodge a torrent? He did dodge a torrent. Shackle shot, not gonna latch, but the mini stun, will it be enough? Oh, he's gonna get Burrow Strike. No, Burrow Strike missed. And it looks like Ancient Aberration is gonna do some fancy juking. I think he's gonna just eat a shot. What the hell is he doing? Here comes a Scourge coming out to help. We do see Shadow Demon coming back alive, and that is a huge ultimate damage. Will it be enough? Oh, the nuke. It's not gonna be enough just yet right now. And Kunga comes right back in. Sanking's still alive, but and still has so much mana. It's gonna look for a 2-man Burrow Strike, but 1 man should be enough. There's a Burrow Strike, the kinetic field blocking him, but the torrent does go into the field itself. Meanwhile, it looks like Winner has went down to the puck, and these guys still going for more. Where do they get the mana? Where do they get the mana for them repetitive casting? I guess the Arcane Boots really helps out here. A Blink Skewer 4-2, Burrow Strike 4-2, Torrent 4-2, and look at the look at the chain stun, triple kill being picked up by Kunga. This game is just draining my breath. 18-15. And I do not know who's winning right now. But if my gut feeling tells me iZone is winning, because we just see the team fight potential of Sentinel. A Blink reverse polarity on 2 or 3, Torn to follow up, and we have Burrow Strike Epicenter follow up, Ghost Ship to follow up, the damage output. That's in combo that will immediately grab you 2 or 3 kills and just send a team fight very much so in the favor of Sentinel. But they gotta be careful of Scourge. Crobless, look at how tanky he is. Arcane Boots finish, Pipe finish. So if the Pipe goes off before all the spells comes off, they could actually block quite a bit of that damage, especially if someone has especially if someone has a mecha on their team, which I don't think they have. It looks like the Scourge just very happy to try to out-survive it, and I guess that's not a bad way to go about it. The support Ancient Aberration somehow has got a Vanguard. Hopefully we're gonna see. Crobless. Gotta be careful. And Shackle Shot not gonna latch. There's an ultimate being dropped out, but he just got sent back immediately. But regardless, they're gonna get immediate kill here on the Thrall. That's a little bit unfortunate. That's an ultimate. That's a very, very low cooldown. One of the more underestimated ultimates in the game. And because of the low cooldown, compared to like a Epicenter or a Ravage or something like that. CK trying to get his farm up. He does have a Vanguard as well. I guess the entire team of Scourge should just go mass Vanguard. It's actually not bad against so much damage output from the Sentinel side, especially if you get a mech. If you get a mech, that's just key. But it seems like no one is going for it, as we see a big smoke gank for this CK on the bot lane. CK, he knows what's up. He's gonna just get the hell out. Yep. Oh, yeah. Okay, it's gonna be fine. So very hard to check the farm rate, but we could check the kill count. 9-3 here on the Kunga. Me on the other side, 5-1 on the Krob and 5-4 on the Puck. So Puck, despite having a hard game early on, is able to get some catch up. But if you look at the level differences, we have 4 guys on the Sentinel above level 10. Shadow Demon lagging a little bit behind, but no big deal. But look at these, 9, 9, and 7, and that's the guys that are playing catch up. And that's going to be tough, especially once you're hitting in the mid game as a support. You're not going to have too many creeps to get levels off. So yeah, they're going to be sitting level 7, level 9, and that's going to hurt. I guess it's okay for the Ancient Aberration because he does have a Vanguard, but here comes another gank. Again, the Blink Dagger is going to be absolutely key. He even has a haste rune, so he can position himself like crazy. Sentinel looking for that push on that bot tower. Very nice ward being dropped off here, because generally Sentinel would like to ward in this position. So Scourge dropping a Sentry Ward to make sure that nothing sneaky like that is happening. Blink Dagger's up on Sanking as well. And Kunga does have his Lothar's Edge finished. So we're going to see some crazy, crazy wombo combo action. And suddenly the Shadow Demon, like, it's not even necessary, because Shadow Demon is a very single target focus hero. Meanwhile, these guys are all AoE. They're all AoE. It looks like Scourge, it's going to just give up the tower. No way they're going to defend against so many Blink Daggers. They have to somehow pick off either the Sanking or the Magnetar. They cannot allow both of them to get off their ultimates unobstructed, because by the way that the Scourge is clumping, or the Scourge just don't clump, but by the way that the Scourge is clumping, that if the reverse polarity gets 3 or 4 each and every fight, that's going to hurt. We have yet another more beautiful combo. The Empower giving the Kunga so much plus damage. And looks like we have one TP out trying to defend a tier 2 tower on the top lane. I guess gonna trade tower, but a lot of TP coming in, and Pug actually gonna fight this. Gotta be careful. Dreamcoat gets dropped off. There's the silence. Force staff out. It's time to back off, Pug. It's time to back off. He's gonna go for a kill. Wow, that's not the best play I've seen. And looks like we have a smoke in here. They're gonna fight this 3v4. It looks like he got sent back immediately. Nice. You can see on the mini map. Wow, that was some huge play here. And where the hell he went? Self-destruct. We do have silence going off here. They did get one tower. So despite that was a 4v5 team fight, if Magnetar gets sent back, yeah, that's a 4v4, and they were gladly going to take this. Now 3-second stun on the Windrunner. Ancient Apparition Ice Blast comes in right now. That's going to miss because of the Force Staff. Epicenter goes off. We do have Ghost Boat comes in right now. A lot of carnage going on, and a 2-man, 3-man impale. Wow, that's beautiful. And the 2-man Burrow Strike, and oh, that's nice. That's nice. He's going to make it to the TP. Somehow he's going to make it to the TP. Wow, the carnage. The team fight, the wombo combo. And again, they forgot about the Magnetar. They were able to send him back, but Magnetar just trekked it all the way throughout, and he made it to the end of that team fight. Still got off a 3-man reverse polarity. I think every time he's throwing off the reverse polarities, Scourge is just holding hands. They are literally like Girl Scouts. You cannot do that against Magnetar, against Sand King, and Kunkka, because you will just die. And not too sure what this is going on. I hope it's about, man, we got to position better, because damn, these are some pretty ugly fights. Especially that Puck, man. Jesus. That dive was not pretty, but it's very nice to watch. But right now, Sentinel pulling ahead with 7 kill advantage, and they're getting some key items. That Windrunner Force Staff was absolutely huge in terms of saving herself and baiting out that Puck. And if Shadow Demon goes for Force Staff as well, man, that might be it. But it looks like he is going to be going for Earn first. Nice HP gain. In fact, that these team fights are going on forever, and if you could get some mass regen, 400 HP regen under 10 seconds, that's pretty big, especially if you're going for chase or, you know, anti-chase, things like that. Kunkka picking more damage as he goes along, but yeah, he's not really worried about damage, especially if he's getting that Empower boost. He's hitting for 200 damage right now, and that's not assuming. Oh, look at that. That's not even max right now, so it's going to be ugly. Here comes Kunkka. He's trying to get an X off. Nope, not going to find it off. I'm pretty sure Kunkka will be going for... Some players actually leave their X marks the spot at level 2, because that will be enough time for you to X immediately Torrent and get a for sure turn off. But I think if you're going for the Lothar's build, Lothar's first build, mind you, it's a very good idea to actually max your X. As you level up X, you are increasing the casting range of X, so you can actually use your Lothar's Edge, go invisible, initiate with that X. And the casting range, of course, very helpful when you're initiating like that. Of course, when the Empower, not only does he give you like plus 60%, I think it's 60% increase in terms of damage, it does give you a 45% cleave as well. So throwing it on a melee hero like Kunkka is going to allow him to go crazy mode like this. He's cleaving like crazy, but not a bad idea to throw it on range hero, because it is 60%, you know, increase DPS output. Oh, here comes a Torrent. Here comes a Torrent. That's not going to hit Jack. That's what we call a Scout Torrent. It's all good. Central gets dropped down. Not too sure what that's about. Oh, to prevent the Kunkka from doing some crazy Lothar shenanigan. And here we go. Magnetar looking for something. The Shackle is going to hit, but not a good idea to jump all on the Crowbless. He's very, very tanky. The Horn's going to miss as well. And oh, Magnetar with double damage. You don't want to fight this. You don't want to fight against a DD Magnetar. If he gets a O off on 3 hero, your entire team is dead. DD is gonna run out, but he still has some very respectable damage due to that Empower. Here comes a Magnetar. Magnetar only gets 1. A Silent comes in. That's huge right now. And it looks like Magnetar might be in trouble. A Shackle shot onto Torrent, and Bow comes in right now, but still the Pipe doing a lot of assistance. He's still gonna survive. Force Staff ahead, and look at that. Oh, he's gonna die to poison. Maybe he's gonna be absolutely fine. And the chase going the other way, and Dreamcoat goes on 2, and looks like Nico has picked up 1 kill. Kinetic Field comes in again right now. The Windrunner is gonna go down, and a nice disrupt defensively, but I think he is going to be dead. Yeah, nice nuke here from the Crowbless, and the chase continues, and Puck doing a lot of AoE damage comes in from Sand King right now. They're going to get a Shadow Demon for free, and are they going to keep chasing? No, they're not. This is a good time to go into for Rosh, and they definitely do have the DPS output to bring it down, but yeah, you saw how tanky Crowbless was. Man, Pipe Vanguard, and then back into, or excuse me, Pipe Vanguard, and then back into Mech. That's insane. Again, does any player read what does Chilling Touch do? God, this is like the 8th or 9th time I talked about it in a pro game. It only increases your DPS output against heroes, and heroes only, not against Rosh, not against creeps, and definitely not against buildings. So thanks for giving your entire team minus attack speed. It just ticks me off. It just ticks me off. But yes, I called it out earlier. It is not a good idea to initiate against a single unit. I guess Magnetar just lost his cool. He uses reverse polarity on one. And even if you get the kill on the Necropolis, just one, it is just not worth it. It's just not worth it. They used a Ghost Bow on it as well, so that was too many AoEs ultimate on a single hero, and the tankiest hero of all, and he definitely survived. She definitely survived through all of that because of the Vanguard Pipe and the mech. So hopefully that iZone would not make the same mistake again. Pipe not finished just yet, but we can check it go. We see about 800 go here on the Sand King. Looks like he's gonna go going for the Black King bar. I do like this choice because guess what? Once you pick up the BKB, you're gonna block off the Ancient Apparition Ice Blast. You're gonna block off the you know, all of the spells of the Thrall, and disrupt. Not long enough range. Yes, you can actually walk out of the kinetic field if you're magically immune, or you can walk into it. So yeah, you could basically make the disruptor useless once you have the BKB. So it's a good choice. And then also a very clutch static storm by disruptor early on. Sand King looked like he was gonna go combo crazy, but the static storm silences. Excuse me, the static storm, by the way, does some huge AoE damage. It has a very weird way to ramp up on the damage as well. So it doesn't do a constant damage per second. It does damage per second. Well, it does DPS, and how do I explain this? Okay, let me think it one more time. Let's suppose Static Storm lasts 5 seconds. I think it actually does last 5 seconds. So it lasts 5 seconds, and you throw it in the AoE in the ground. The later pulses of that Static Storm does more damage than the earlier pulses. So it's a DPS spell, it's a DOT spell that scales upwards increasingly over time. If you add up all the damage throughout the 5 seconds, I think it does like 600 damage over the course of 5 seconds, and that's pretty insane because it also silences for 5 seconds, right? So it's a big nuke. But again, it has some weird mechanic in terms of, you know, it does damage. It does less damage early and then more damage later on, and you never expect enemy hero to stay in there for, you know, 5 seconds. Although kinetic field does help. Scourge doesn't have that kind of wombo combo. They have Dream Coil, I suppose, but it ain't like reverse polarity and a torrent and a Burrow Strike. It's not that kind of setup. So looks like Sage is up on Chaos Knight. Very smart thing to buy. Again, you just want raw HP right now against this spell heavy lineup, and Kunkka is going to be going for a BKB as well against smart item choice because of all the AoE spells. Actually, it'll be very fun to see a a Veil of Discord. Oh, this Ancient Apparition. Feeding it up. Anyways, yeah, it's very interesting to see if the Sentinel wants to buy a Veil of Discord, because, I mean, you have AoE spells up the wazoo. Windrunner, oh, and this is why Force Staff. It's a good spell. It's a good item. Dream Coil is down, so they can actually make a push right in the mid lane, especially with Ancient Apparition down for about 20 more seconds. It seems like that's exactly what Sentinel has in mind, despite not having their BKB up yet. Yep, definitely not having their BKB up, but someone's building a broadsword. Yeah, of course, Magnetar, Battle Fury, standard build. Here we go, Sand King waiting in the wings for a big epicenter. My friend Disruptor, you gotta stay back. You cannot get caught. If you get caught, dude, your team's life rests on you. If you get a big Static Storm off, that's gonna be big. And looks like there's a Burrow Strike. Torrent comes in right now, skewers him out. Oh, okay, don't come in. Don't eat the. Oh, and looks like they're gonna focus on. Nice Force Staff out. Nice Magic Wand up as well, and a mech. And is it gonna be okay? Don't chase that. Don't chase. That's fine. That's fine. Gotta play defensive. Scourge, they don't have as many good teamfight heroes, so they gotta just try to utilize positioning to the fullest advantage. There's a lot of spells being traded off, but not much actually happening. It looks like Magnus, you know, a little bit hung out in the trees, but he's fine. And that's gonna give Scourge a little bit of time to cool down. Burrow Strike on 2! But yeah, no follow-up on the Magnus because he's stuck in the trees. Looks like ultimate on 2 hero, and he's going to go even further in. And 1 kill immediately comes in right now. Puck just like silence on 2. And meanwhile, we have Magnetar still chasing like crazy right now. Team fights Shaco shot on 2, and looks like, oh, that ultimate comes in right now. Against 2 or 3, Ghost Bolt comes in right now. Ultimate drops off so very late, but he is so tanky. Look at, he's actually a reaver to his inventory, but unfortunately, 2 or 3 of his teammates have died. A couple of buyback came back in, and Crowless decides to fight 1v4. Will it be enough? Burrow Strike comes in right now. Ancient Apparition and Ice Blast comes in, and it looks like Puck picks up 1 kill, and they're chasing for more. Torrent comes in right now, but the ultimate damage of the Crowless is just absolutely insane. He's out DPSing everyone right now. Look at his low HP, but he's still gonna survive like crazy. The crit goes on right now. Man, Shadow Demon, you're annoying me right now. He does have the age. The Shackle Shot does hit once again. These shackles are absolutely key right now. Torrent does hit as well, and looks like Kunkka, the dead True Sight, he pops the BKB. It's gonna run right out. These guys should basically chase and just don't right click. Just use their nukes after it comes back. True Sight, no True Sight. They're gonna go for the Windrunner instead. Windrunner should have Force Staff. Yes, she's gonna use it right now. She does have Face Boost, Magic Wand, and Windrunner, so she's gonna be absolutely fine as well. Here comes the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon, can we get a disruption? Can we get a disruption? There's a disrupt. Drop off. They can actually fight though. No, Shackle Shot not gonna latch, and that's time for them to go back. So man, these team fights are absolutely crazy. 27-21. Sentinel leading by 6, and yeah, Scourge again getting caught out. Cannot get Burrow Strike by 2, and that's just gonna give the enemy team really easy way to initiate. And a very questionable move by Magnetar to ult and then push even further deeper in. And that ways, the Torrent, I mean, it does have a really good long casting range, but if you blink in, ult, and then push in even further, I don't think the Torrent could actually catch up. Not that it needed to, though, in all honesty, because he was able to blow up the Disruptor immediately, and that was pretty big. So we're going to have a low in action as both teams going to farm it up. But yes, as we exchange towers and as we exchange kills, I think Sentinel is climbing ahead because they are winning these team fights. Windrunner surviving team fight, Kunkka surviving team fight, definitely helpful. The BKB, that was a 10-second BKB in that exchange, and he used it to escape, but that's fine. I mean, if you don't die, that's good enough, especially if you use it in a team fight. And Crowless seems like she's trying to bait, and I mean, she's getting very tanky, and that's good and all. But right now, Sentinel is just saying, yeah, we'll just kill the rest of your teammate, and then we'll deal with you. So, I mean, Crowless might actually should go for Hex instead. But you already got the Reaver, so can't really just switch back and change item choice. But I think Hex might be a little bit more useful. Windrun definitely is going to be going for the Hex. As we have both teams going to be farming it up. Magnetar does have that level 16, so we have a very low cooldown on the ultimate. I think it's like 150 seconds, like about 2 minutes though, maybe even lower. Yeah, 2 minutes sounds about right on the cooldown of that ultimate. So it's a lot lower cooldown than most other ultimates. Battle Fury is finished. Let's see if Kunkka has anything else. Kunkka still has nothing just yet, but does have 600 gold in the bank. Let's see how we're doing on the Scourge. I gotta check one by one, it's annoying. Crowless got like 100 gold, so that means he's got the heart finish. I assume he's got the heart finish. Meanwhile, Ancient Apparitions has nothing. CK has nothing. Puck has nothing, 600 gold. And I don't know, man, that Blink Dagger scared me. Thrall has nothing as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Do we have the heart finish? Do we have any pieces of the heart finished? There is a Yasuo, so SMY here on the CK. Again, not a bad choice. Heaven's Helper is not bad at all, though. Especially against this case, against Kunkka and Magnetar. I think Heaven's Helper might be actually better. But if he wants it for the armor and the movement speed, I don't blame him, because that's really good as well. So, Krob just had no go, and I don't know where... Does Courier got killed? Courier's right here. Okay, he's got the recipe. He's waiting for the other one right now. I don't think he's going to get it before the team fight. Again, depending how good these guys position. Oh, Shaco shot. There's a Veil of Discord just on one. Epicenter comes in right now. Torn on him as well. A lot of DPS output. He does die. Does he have buyback? No, he does not, because he spent it on the recipe. Here comes Magnetar. The silence does go off, and here comes a big Kunkka. BKB is ending fairly soon. But yeah, without Croplis, there's no DPS output on the Scourge. Well, there's a DPS output from Ancient Aberration Ice Blast, and looks like CK running very low in terms of HP. He's going to go down as well. Puck now in a little bit of trouble. He's going to try to phase and survive. I don't think that's going to be enough. Yeah, he's going to die to that. Ooh, that's going to be rough, as we see 3 or 4 people dead on Scourge. Only one died for the Sentinel, and they're chasing for more. Ancient Aberration trying to juke around. Does juke the Veil of Discord, but it's not going to be enough, as Torn is going to hit that Shackle Shot. Was pretty hacked. So that was a 4-for-1 team fight. And yeah, Crop, no buyback. That was rough. And he got caught out. So Veil of Discord making it fairly easy to bring down that Crop, despite having Vanguard, Pipe, and a Reaver, and a Mech. It was a big ultimate, and it looked really scary at the start. I was like, man, you want to use an ultimate just for a Acropolis? Because they definitely made the mistake of doing that before, but it worked out fine because they could bring her down so very quickly. And yeah, Sand King went for a single Ogre Axe. I was like, yeah, you know what, we'll go for Veil instead. And it turned out to be the correct choice, as they are getting the mid racks right now. Still 20 seconds to go for that Acropolis, or for the puck, excuse me. But yeah, they're gonna get the Rex now, and the question is, will they go for the Roshan? And I think they can, or they might defend this tower. Tower's gonna go down. Ooh, tower's gonna go down. So I think this is time to back off, and can't even go for Rosh. Calling for a save, a little bit of Rubbins, and I don't know how Scourge should come back right now. They got to do some 5-man smoke gank, because their hero is just not as suitable for team fight, and that's something, especially when you have Ancient Aberration, Thrall, and Puck. And not you're getting out team fight, as we see somehow CK not caught in that smoke, and they're gonna be seen by this ward. CK runs right in there. Burrow Strike on 3 Veil. Oh my goodness! Somehow they survive that. CK gets purged up, and he's going to be in huge trouble. Puck comes in right now. He's in big trouble as well. Where's the ultimate from? Yeah, that's a very late ultimate from the Acropolis. Here comes a reverse polarity. Only getting one Ancient Aberration. Ice Blast comes in right now. Oh, that's some crazy glitch right now. But that ultimate from Acropolis finally doing some big damage. One goes off right now. He's still surviving. And that Bug's doing some crazy damage. Shadow Demon, you got to be careful. Earning himself up right now. Oh, the nuke just not long enough. Acropolis trying to get some baits off. Shackle Shot not going to latch. Meanwhile, we have a big chase here from the Ancient Aberration, trying to go to the right, and I think, can he TP out? Can he TP out? X, if he finds you, you dead. Where's the TP? Buys a TP right now, but he can't TP because he won't have the time. We have a chase going on right now. Acropolis getting some mass heal going off right now, but will it be enough? He does get off one silence. Meanwhile, we have a TP out. He does somehow made it to the TP, and that Acropolis still alive, but the focus fire now being on top of him. There's a Hex on top of him as well, but the Sand King, you are dead, my friend. Burrow Strike out, Burrow Strike out. You can't Burrow Strike out. No mana to do so, though. He finally gets Force Staff out, and now it looks like Shadow Demon comes right in. He survived barely with no HP, but he earned himself up. The long A Ice Blast comes in right now. This is going to put the Ice Blast debuff on him. That's going to bring the death of Shackle Shot onto you right now. Sand King, will he make it out? Here comes Kunkka. Here comes Kunkka. If he gets a big cleave off, oh my god. And now we have this guy. Can we get a big torrent? Oh, Power Shot's going to get the kill. That's nice aim, man. That is some nice aim. Whew. Meanwhile, we have the creeps going on the mid lane. Was able to bring some damage to these towers, but no real damage significantly being done to these buildings, so that's fine. So we just had some big fights. The skill count is now up to 35 to 24. Yeah, Sentinel clearly pulling ahead. They were only up by 6 kills earlier, now up by 11. And the only thing I asked for was, yeah, man, you guys should do a smoke gang. They did that, but it was not enough. I think the Acropolis ult, again, late. As soon as they saw the Sand King Burrow Strike, he should have just, as soon as they saw any hero, they should have just popped the Exorcism. Again, that's their biggest DPS output. I guess CK could do some damage, but yeah, he's constantly getting stunned. He's getting purged as well, so that slows his attack speed. So yeah, Acropolis gotta pick up his game, because he's getting a lot of farm. He's got to reflect that farm and start carrying some. But also, this is kind of past Acropolis' prime. Her bugs, I mean, they do some nice damage, but it's tough. It's tough. It's not enough damage. Heart is finished, 2,800 HP. Lacking the armor, I suppose. Yeah, lacking the armor. Just have a whole bunch of crazy stuff. I guess you sell the TP now and go for a Shiva's Guard, or maybe for an AC. AC, by the way, not a bad item on Acropolis, because minus armor will make your bugs do more damage. So that's cool. So we see these guys going for the Roshan or maybe going for the gank. Sentinel, of course, on the driving seat of this game. BKB up on the Windrunner as well, man. These guys are absolutely rich. And now going back for the BKB on the Sand King. Very, very nice item purchase here by iZone. I think that's like everyone is getting the perfect item purchase. No one making any mistake. Oh, the heart. Heart's a little bit questionable, but again, I mean, you're so tank right now. That's basically, you know, you're going to survive for sure. And so we see a smoke gang coming in right now. Everyone disappearing off the minimap. And yeah, here it comes. Here it comes. They're going to find, we're going to have to pop our ultimate. Are we going to pop ultimate? 3-second stun. There's ultimate being used. Yeah, but the ultimate here. Nice silence here. That's going to prevent us. Ooh, big stun comes in. Big bolt. And will it be enough? Here comes the epicenter on 3. Immediately gets glimpsed out, and we do have 1 guy going down, 2 guys going grab. Crabla still alive. He is hexed up. He's going to take massive amount of damage. The Bug comes in right now. Bug doing some huge damage. Look, the winner is going to go down, but she has the Aegis. Meanwhile, Crabla did not, and that was a 5-for-0 exchange. 5-for-1, I guess, if you count the H. Or 4-for-1, as you see Puck barely making it out there. And that team fight, it was crazy, but yeah, did not expect Scourge to win that team fight. Sentinel they just have too much AoE. That team fight, I mean, the reverse polarity only got 1. Sand King Ultimate only like got 2, and the Bolt got 1 or 2. But again, they've been winning so many team fights that they're winning in terms of EXP. They're winning in terms of items. And it doesn't matter even if you miss a couple AoE ultimates in this stage of the game right now, because the damage, the items, and a mass amount of BKBs. And iZone just using the fact that they have more advantage to steal the game. And oh, nice kill here. Nice chain stun here. Winner is playing very nice in this game. If I have to give the MVP, I'm gonna give it to Winner. Shackle Shot's decent. 4 staff were absolutely huge. She wasted a couple of ultimates. Great item choices. And outlaned the Puck on the bot lane. So very well playing here by Joven. Or Hoven. I don't know how you pronounce that name. If it's Espanol, it's Lajo. Because you know how people, they type J-A-J-A, ja. But yeah, some big team wipe going on here. So very nice strat here by iZone. Very impressed. Very fun strat. BKB, Windrunner, perfect immunity, can't do Jack Squad. Oh, the bird. And even critical strike on the Windrunner. Just for the rub-in. GG from all chat from the Sentinel. That's code. Yes, but very well played by iZone. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed this game. I'll bring up the endgame menu to see exactly how many CS everyone got. Everyone's just buying chickens. So yeah, CS of course do not matter in this game. It was all about the team fights. And it's good to see a game like this. Of course, I'll be bringing you guys more GMPGL games. And I think the next game I'm bringing you guys is the iZone versus the other winner of the other semi-final winner bracket match. So it's going to be the winner bracket final. And it's going to be a good match. iZone versus something else. I think Mineski. I think it's iZone versus Mineski. Stay tuned for that game, and I'll be coming back to you guys shortly with more commentary. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, Luminous signing off. See you guys.